before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today I'm going to go into my second week of dashing. But before we get into that, if you would like to know your FICO scores and what's in your reports with all three bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. You would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week using your vehicle on your time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a car, you don't want to use your own, click the Wealth HyreCar link in the description below. You can use the HyreCar along with the Wealth Dasher and still make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time. If you'd like to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below, then click Sign Up. If you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, you can do so by clicking the cashback links in the description below. Now I'm going to start off with showing you my ratings. If you noticed the last video I did about DoorDash, my first 4-week earnings, you'll notice that my ratings had tanked because the app had crashed, and I contacted customer service on several occasions about what was going on, how I couldn't accept orders and things like that, and they supposed to have fixed it. So I'm going to show you where it's at now, and it still needs some fine-tuning because I believe that what they're showing on the app is a misrepresentation of my work. Okay. Okay, so you see here the rating went from I think I was as low as a 388, and I think the last one you saw I showed was a 4.2. It's either 4.2 or 4.5. I think it was a 4.2 though. But right now I'm at a 4.6. Okay, this is my average customer rating at a 4.6. I highly doubt I should be at a 4.6, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. You see my acceptance rate is 92%. And I believe it was as low as 80 something. See, that was like at an 88 or something like that too. And now, no, I think it was got as low as 86. So now I'm at a 92%. Okay, I'm at 92% at the acceptance rate, which we're going to talk about that in a second as well. This is the only one that makes sense. My completion rate, the only one that makes sense because I completed everything that I accepted. And my on time, early, I would say this might be off. It might not be. It may be. I'm not sure. I can't really say. But of 40 deliveries, this is where we get, all right? The reason why I believe this acceptance rate should be at 100% because I never dropped or denied anything. It never happened. I've never even missed anything. The only time I missed was when the app crashed, when I couldn't accept. All right? As soon as I try to accept, it'll say that it went to somebody else or whatever it said. All right. Sometimes it would say error or whatever, but I don't recall right now. But I just know I never missed anything on purpose. I never dropped anything. I never denied anything. So my acceptance rate should be at 100%. They should fix that. They should be able to see that all that stuff happened in that time frame. The app was crashing. All right, I was even on the phone with them while it was crashing. I was telling them what was happening. And they know it was crashing because I wasn't the only one. They even told me on the phone that everyone was having this problem. Okay. On time and early percentage, I believe this will be false too because I can't recall the time I was late. All right? Even with the restaurant taking that time, I still made it in enough time. Actually, before time, so I was early. Only time it didn't happen was when the app crashed and I couldn't find the person. Well, I had an address, so I would type it in. So it was that I couldn't find them. They didn't know that I was on the way. And so now I'm outside with their food, and they don't even know I'm there. All right, because the app is showing them that I'm somewhere else. Like I'm sitting at the restaurant. Like one lady said, she thought I was at the restaurant, but I'm at her job with her food. You know. So that's the only time I can say that I wasn't on time and early, because the app, well, I actually was, but the app didn't say it because the app was crashed. So they never fixed that. Now let's go to this here, my customer rating. Only time I can ever recall having a bad rating was that day the app crashed. Everything reverted to that day. All right. Now it probably had some crashes, a lot of crashes since then, but I haven't dashed. This is going on my second week. I haven't dashed. All right. But I got all the way back up to a 4.6, and here's why. I guess they went in there and they fixed some things, which is how my acceptance rate got 92% and all that good stuff. But they removed a 3-star. That's all they removed. They didn't remove the 1-star. They removed the 3-star. So right now I have 9 5-stars and a 1-star. But I have all thumbs up though. So I have 9 5-stars and 1 1-star. So that 1-star I can only attribute to the day the app crashed, and people were wondering what was going on. So instead of them, you know, calling DoorDash, say, hey, something ain't right, especially when I'm talking to them about it, because they said, this one lady said that the app crashed on her end too. It was like acting up. So instead of them calling DoorDash customer service, they rate me bad, like I had a problem when it was actually the app. So I'm going to attribute that 1 star to that day. I guess there's nothing to spend. If somebody could have been upset with me for some strange reason, they didn't like my service or whatever, even though you barely interact with people because of the pandemic mandates and all that good stuff, how you have to do no contact deliveries. So I'm not sure. I mean, you follow the direction. I mean, just sit up there, boom, take a picture, let them know, hey, it's at the door, it's on the chair, it's on the table, it's on the door handle, you know, whatever you got to say, you know, and you should, and a city picture, all right. And I'm communicating with them through the text. All right. So anyway, so I don't know. That's where we're at as far as my ratings are concerned. All right. So let me show you my second week earnings. So here's my second week earnings. My active time was 6 hours and 25 minutes, according to the app, of course. My dash time was 8 hours and 44 minutes. All right. I had 16 deliveries that week. Total dash pay, $60.75. Customer tips, $40.50. Now, this does not account for the tips that they give me in my hand. I had several tips that they actually gave me in my hand. They gave me personally. All right. So I got those, so you can add that in there, so you can add maybe another 25, 30 bucks to that. So you can say maybe, you know, that I make that like 90 bucks. So here I am, $101.25 from February 7th to February 13th. See, on the 8th, which was Tuesday, I started $22.75. This was a decent day. I think I dashed for maybe 90 minutes to 2 hours at the most. This is what I got. And I'm going to also add this to this, because this day they had a $2 per delivery bonus until, I believe it was 9 or 10 o'clock. I want to say it was 9, but it could have been 10. I'm not 100% sure. See, this was 2 weeks ago. But I want to say it was from 7 till 9. It was only a 2-hour window. I want to say it was 7 to 9. It could have been 10. I believe it was 7 to 9. But anyway, I got $48.75 for that day. Okay. And another good thing about this is I was literally in the neighborhood. They didn't take me too far out like they usually do. Like I told you, that they took me all the way down. I was like 2-3 cities away from just dashing. It was all McDonald's, but they were taking me back further and further and further away. And before you know it, I was damn near 30 minutes, almost 40 minutes from my location, because they kept pushing me further back. I think the last order I got that day was a Dunkin' Donuts, but most of them were McDonald's. They kept pushing me further and further back. So I kind of didn't like that. But this day, when they had the $2 incentive bonus per delivery, they actually kept me in the area. So that was cool. I like that. And then I was able to turn it off at that time frame, and then I go straight to Walmart Spark. All right. These 2 days, I don't know what's going on. I think I only did it for about an hour right here. Maybe an hour or 45 minutes. So I got $10.50. I mean, I had quite a few $2.50 orders. I didn't like that. I think I had a $4 order. Whatever it was, it ended up being $10.50. And it was a couple of dashes, like 3-4 dashes, something like that. So I didn't like that. But I mean, I take it. It's money, right? And this day wasn't that great either. But as you can see, it ended up being $101.25. Okay. So that was my second week dashing. And the good thing about this is, as I explained to you in the Walmart Spark, you had to go through a whole nother app to get your payments. With DoorDash, everything is automatic. So on Sunday night, everything gets calculated. They process everything on Monday, and you receive your payment on Tuesday. Nothing I have to do. It's done automatically. That's like most apps. Even Uber is like that. Lyft. What's the other one? Roadie is like that. So, but other than that, you had to request the payments. I had to request the payment with Spark and also with Field Agent too. You got to request the payment. But at least with Field Agent, it's just you in the app. Again, with Spark, you got to come out and you got to go to a whole nother app to get your payment. But neither here nor there. This is about DoorDash. So $101. So within 2 weeks, that was $264. Okay, $264. And like I said, that could end up being a nice $1,000. Well, I say $500-$600 a month. All right, remember I said that could be about $600 a month. That's an extra $600 a month on top of everything else you're doing. All right, I haven't dashed in 2 weeks. I've been focusing more on Spark, learning that whole thing, because here you see I have 40 dashes. All right, with 40 dashes, I'm at 200. Let's just make it 270, $80. All right, my first day I did $8.50 in about like 30 minutes. I like that, and that got sent to my account too. So the $8.50 got sent to my account. Let's just say $280. All right, $275. Let's say $275. $275 in 2 weeks. Not terrible. Not terrible, right? Not terrible. And especially if you're only dashing, again, a few hours. Okay. A few hours, literally a few hours. All right. Because see, this was the dash time of 8 hours. I made 100, and that's literally a work day. So I made $101. So that's not bad. Even though, well, I'm not going to do the comparisons here. I do the comparisons once I do my updated Spark video. And I'll compare it. All right. But it's a nice comparison. I mean, a couple hours less, I'll make the same money, right? So. Let me go into showing you the deposits I had to my bank account. Now here's my first DoorDash payment. I explained to you my first day I dashed maybe like a half hour, and I got $8.50. They sent that to me literally the next day because it was a Sunday, right? So that's that, and it was sent to me. I got this on Tuesday, all right? Or whatever day the first was, that's the day it came in, all right? The day it was. I'm not gonna go into try to figure out what day it was, but I know everything processes on Monday, and you're supposed to receive by Tuesday. So we're going to assume the first was on a Tuesday, all right? Let's go into the second week. Well, my first full week. I should say this is going to my first full week. So here is my first full week, which is not necessarily a full week because I didn't dash all day, but I think it said like 19 hours, something like that. So I dashed for like 19 hours, and this is what I got paid for the 19 hours, all right? Of course, you might say, well, that's 19 hours and you actually dashed for 8 hours and you made $60 less. Then I would say it's kind of the same in a sense. Maybe just 8.5 hours. So that'll be what? 17, so maybe 2 hours more, same thing, right? So I would figure, yeah, I could probably double that, but every day is different, right? So if every day is different, you don't really know what orders you're going to get. If the majority of orders are like $3, I mean, what you're going to do? What you're going to do, right? And the fact that I haven't done 40 deliveries in this time frame, pretty good. I mean, I get them pretty consistently, right? Just that you get pushed out. You get pushed further out sometimes. The only thing I don't like about it, you get pushed further out sometimes. So let me go into this last, the second week's deposit to my bank account. All right, so here it is here on the 14th, which is Valentine's Day. I got my money from DoorDash. All right, so not bad, right? $101.25, 8.5 hours, $275 total. You can say about, you know, I'll take it. Again, you see, it's not a whole lot that I'm doing with DoorDash. All right, just the only problem I had with them is the app. The app crashed and it's still yet to be 100% corrected, but you can still make money. I'm still in a good range. It's not hard to keep your ratings up. You just do what you're supposed to do. You know, be courteous, and you very rarely even talk to people. So you do talk to people, they're usually nice. Again, I had this one lady, every time I see her, she always gives me tips, big ones. So it goes like that. Anyway, this is my dash video, my second week. It is like 3 o'clock in the morning. So if I sound kind of down, not up, not, you know, kind of groggy-ish, that's why. I just had to make this video because I've been talking about making this video for a couple of days in my mind. And I said, okay, I just got to do it. Because I'm thinking about doing it, not getting it done. Let me just get it done. All right, so now you see, so 2 weeks, $275 dashing. And we talking about the time frame of, you know, 8 hours total. That's about 2 hours a day, you can say. All right, and I made $100. All right, so anyway, go ahead, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below so you get the dashing. All right, if you don't have a car, click the Wealth HyreCar along with the Wealth Dasher. You can still dash every day. All right, thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all 3 bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth HyreCar link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then Wealth Dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. And if you would like to get cash back while shopping online, click the cash back link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.